Hello, Golden State Warriors fan. We're back with an exclusive video bringing you the latest updates on the team. But first things first, you know the drill, right? Subscribe to the channel and leave your like. This helps us a lot to keep bringing you daily content so you can stay up to date with everything happening with the Dubs. Now, without further ado, let's get to the news. The Golden State Warriors continue adjusting their roster after the big move that brought Jimmy Butler to the team. Now, a new need has become evident. The point guard position needs reinforcements, and an unexpected name might be the solution to this challenge. With Dennis Schroeder leaving as part of the Butler trade, the Warriors are now without a reliable backup point guard. Schroeder's time with the team was short and without much impact, but his absence has created a clear gap in the rotation. Now, besides Stephen Curry, who remains the main name at the position, the team doesn't have many trustworthy options to run the offense. Pat Spencer is currently on a two-way contract, but there are no certainties about his impact on the court. Meanwhile, players like Draymond Green, Brandon Podziemski, and Butler himself have taken on some playmaking duties, but they are not traditional point guards. This raises big questions about the team's depth for the rest of the season. And this is where a name that might surprise many comes in. Dennis Smith Jr. The player is trying to make his way back to the NBA after a stint with Real Madrid and could be exactly what the Warriors need to strengthen their rotation. Smith has had an up-and-down career since entering the league, but he still possesses qualities that could be valuable for a team needing more playmaking options. In his last NBA season with the Brooklyn Nets, he averaged 6.6 points, 2.9 rebounds, and 3.6 assists in about 19 minutes per game. Those numbers may not be eye-popping, but they show that he can contribute. The big question surrounding Smith has always been his inconsistency and shooting efficiency, especially from three-point range. Throughout his career, he has never managed to shoot over 30% from deep, which slightly limits his fit in a spacing-based system like the Warriors. On the other hand, his athletic explosiveness and ability to attack the rim remain strong points. He was selected 9th overall in the 2017 NBA draft and had a fantastic rookie year with the Dallas Mavericks, finishing 5th in Rookie of the Year voting with averages of 15.2 points, 3.8 rebounds, and 5.2 assists. After that, his career saw ups and downs with multiple teams. Even so, Golden State has a history of giving second chances to talented players in need of a fresh start. Recently, they took a chance on Kevin Knox II after the All-Star break, so it wouldn't be surprising to see the franchise considering Smith as another option to bolster the roster. Will the Warriors take the risk and give Smith another shot in the NBA? What do you think about this possibility? Drop your opinion in the comments. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any exclusive updates on the Dubs. Now, let's dive into another major speculation that has been making waves behind the scenes: the potential arrival of LaMelo Ball to the Golden State Warriors. Since entering the league, LaMelo has been one of the most exciting players to watch. He arrived in the NBA with high expectations and didn't disappoint, winning the 2021 Rookie of the Year award and earning an All-Star selection in 2022. Now, with rumors swirling about his future, the Warriors have emerged as one of the possible destinations for the point guard. Does the fit make sense? How would he perform alongside Stephen Curry? LaMelo's rise has been meteoric. Selected 3rd overall in the 2020 NBA draft by the Charlotte Hornets, he quickly became the team's most important player. With a flashy style of play and incredible creativity, he has stood out as one of the top young point guards in the league. This season, he had a memorable performance, scoring 50 points against the Milwaukee Bucks, once again proving that he has the talent to shine in the NBA. The Warriors, who have always relied on a dynamic offense and ball movement, could greatly benefit from adding a player with LaMelo's court vision and playmaking ability. He could take on some of the playmaking duties, ease Curry's workload, and add a new dimension to the team's offense. If this trade goes through, the impact both on and off the court would be immense. Adding LaMelo would give the team a new identity, creating a natural transition for the franchise's future without compromising competitiveness in the present. Thinking about the team's dynamics, one of the main factors to consider would be the tactical fit. LaMelo is a natural point guard with impressive skills to dictate the pace of the game and create opportunities for his teammates. However, the Warriors already have one of the greatest facilitators in NBA history in Stephen Curry. This raises an interesting question. How could the team maximize the talent of both players together? One possibility would be to have LaMelo as the primary playmaker, allowing Curry to move even more without the ball, something he already does masterfully. Steve Kerr's offensive system is built on exactly that: movement, spacing, and quick passing. Having a young player like LaMelo with his height and court vision would further enhance that style of play. However, for this partnership to work efficiently, LaMelo would need to improve in certain areas. The first point is his three-point shooting efficiency. While he has shown flashes of being a good shooter, his career percentages have been inconsistent. If he is to play alongside Curry, he will need to refine this aspect of his game to maintain the necessary spacing and prevent opposing defenses from exploiting his weaknesses. Another crucial aspect is defense. The Warriors have stood out over the years not just for their explosive offense, but also for being a disciplined defensive team. LaMelo has intriguing physical attributes, with the height and wingspan to be a versatile defender, but his defensive performance still needs improvement. Steve Kerr and his coaching staff would face the challenge of developing this part of the young guard's game so that he can contribute on both ends of the floor. Now, looking at the financial and strategic side of the trade, things start to get a bit more complicated. To acquire LaMelo, the Warriors would need to put together an attractive trade package for the Hornets. Charlotte would be unlikely to give up their star player without significant compensation. This means Golden State would have to include valuable assets in the deal, which could affect the team's depth and even alter its structure. The salary aspect is also something to consider. LaMelo recently signed a contract extension with the Hornets, and his salary will increase significantly in the coming years. The Warriors already have a hefty payroll, with large contracts committed to their stars. For this trade to happen, without further exceeding the team's financial limits, the front office would need to make strategic decisions about who stays on the roster and who could be included in the deal. And there's another factor that could play a big role: LaMelo's own desire. Would he be willing to give up his status as the Hornets' main player to join a team where he wouldn't be the primary star? With the Warriors, he would share the spotlight with Curry and other key players, which could be a decisive factor in his interest in the trade. Some players prefer to be the central figure of a team, while others see value in joining a more experienced and competitive group. If LaMelo embraces this challenge, he could benefit immensely from playing alongside one of the greatest point guards in history. Learning from Curry and Kerr could help him develop aspects of his game that still need refinement, preparing him to lead the team in the future when the Curry era comes to an end. On the other hand, if the trade doesn't happen, the Warriors will need to explore other options to strengthen the point guard position. With Schroeder's departure, the team cannot rely solely on Curry to carry that responsibility throughout the season. Dennis Smith Jr. remains an intriguing possibility, but there are other names available on the market that could be considered. Some experienced veterans could provide a reliable presence in the rotation, while young talents available via trades or the buyout market could emerge as viable options. The Warriors' front office faces a significant challenge: finding the right piece to complement the roster without compromising the team's identity. Balancing the present and the future will be crucial to ensuring that the team remains a force in the NBA for years to come. If the Warriors really want to compete at a high level in the coming seasons, they need to make decisive choices about the team's future. The potential arrival of LaMelo Ball opens up a range of possibilities, but it also brings strategic challenges that cannot be ignored. To better understand the impact of this move, it's important to analyze what the team currently has and what would need to change to accommodate a player of LaMelo's caliber. Golden State built its dynasty around a system based on constant movement, spacing, and precise shooting. This playing style doesn't fit with just any player, which is why choosing reinforcements needs to be done carefully. Looking at the current roster, we see a group that still has enough talent to compete, but also faces challenges. Stephen Curry remains one of the most dominant players in the league, but his age is advancing, and the team needs to find ways to reduce his load without compromising the team's performance. In this scenario, a point guard like LaMelo could help a lot. His ability to run the offense would give Curry more freedom to move without the ball, something that has been explored in recent years and proved to be extremely effective. However, the arrival of a new facilitator also raises questions about the team's dynamics. The Warriors have always functioned best when Curry has full control of the offense, and the presence of another dominant point guard could change that dynamic. Would LaMelo be willing to adapt his game to fit the Warriors' system, or would he demand a more prominent role, which could create conflicts within the team? Another important issue is defense. Historically, the Warriors have always been a team that excelled defensively, especially during the years they won championships. Recently, however, this defensive identity has fluctuated, and any new addition to the roster needs to be evaluated for the impact it would have on this aspect of the game. LaMelo has the size and wingspan to be a good defender, but he hasn't shown consistency in this area yet. If the Warriors really want to bring him in, they will need to develop his defensive side to ensure he doesn't become an easy target for opponents. Now let's look at an alternative scenario. What if the Warriors decide to go a different route and not invest in LaMelo? If the management opts to keep the current core and pursue reinforcements with less impact, the team would still need to solve the depth issue at point guard. Names like Dennis Smith Jr. have already been mentioned as possible short-term solutions, but there are other options that could be considered. The buyout market always offers interesting opportunities for teams looking to add reinforcements without sacrificing important assets. Veteran players on teams outside of the playoff race may become available and offer the experience and stability the Warriors need. Additionally, the team could opt to develop internal talent. Brandon Podziemski has already shown flashes of potential, and giving him more minutes could be a viable alternative. Steve Kerr has a history of trusting young players when he sees potential in them, and Podziemski could become an important piece for the team's future. Another possibility would be to pursue a smaller trade, involving rotational players who could add value without requiring major changes to the roster. The market is always in motion, and the Warriors' management is certainly analyzing all available options. Whichever path is chosen, one thing is certain: the Warriors are at a decisive moment. The window to compete is still open, but time waits for no one. The team needs to act smartly to ensure it can continue to fight for the top of the NBA in the coming seasons. Kai returned to the court in an impressive fashion, once again proving why he is seen as one of the most promising talents in Asian basketball. In the recent matchup against Kyoto, he dazzled with a spectacular performance, totaling 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. These numbers not only grab attention in the stats, but also highlight the evolution of a player who is constantly improving and on his way to becoming a key figure in the international basketball scene. From the moment the ball was tipped, it was clear that Kai was determined to dominate the game. He controlled the paint with his combination of wingspan, mobility, and refined technique, leaving opposing defenders with few options to contain him. His mid-range shots showed surgical precision, a reflection of the continuous effort to perfect his offensive repertoire. Additionally, his court vision was evident in crucial moments, delivering precise assists and making things easier for his teammates in decisive plays. In the most intense moments of the game, Kai didn't shy away. On the contrary, he took responsibility and showed he could be the leader his team needs. One of the most memorable moments came in the third quarter when he faked out 2 defenders, converted a crucial basket, and drew a foul, earning an additional free throw. This kind of play not only excites fans, but also shows that Kai has what it takes to perform under pressure, a crucial factor for any athlete dreaming of making it to the NBA. Fans of the young player have plenty of reasons to celebrate. Kai is very close to reaching historic milestones in his B-League career, with just 76 points remaining to join the exclusive 1,000-point club in the league. He is one step away from solidifying his reputation as one of the most consistent offensive players. But his contribution goes beyond scoring. Kai has already surpassed 500 rebounds, proving his dominance in the paint both offensively and defensively. His smart positioning and ability to anticipate plays provide his team with important second-chance opportunities on offense, while on defense, he asserts himself to protect the basket with authority. Moreover, he is just 4 assists away from reaching the 100-assist mark in the league, further reinforcing his versatility and court awareness. These numbers are a direct reflection of the impact Kai brings to the game. His combination of physicality, technical skill, and tactical intelligence makes him one of the most complete players in the league. With each game, he not only gets closer to individual records, but also strengthens his case as a name to watch on the global basketball stage. His consistency on the court doesn't go unnoticed. Experts and analysts already consider him an athlete with the ability to raise the competitive level of the B-League. Comparisons to great centers of the past are starting to emerge, highlighting his potential to leave a legacy in international basketball. Kai is not just playing to win games, he is building his story. Every time he steps on the court, there's an expectation that something special might happen. Whether leading his team in critical moments or thrilling the crowd with impressive plays, he shows that he has what it takes to shine in any setting. Given this rapid growth, the question many are asking is, which NBA team could benefit the most from Kai's arrival? For many, the answer is obvious. The Golden State Warriors. The team's fan base, known for its passion and involvement, has already started a campaign on social media calling for the acquisition of the young talent. The Warriors' playing style is characterized by fast movement, precise long-range shooting, and an offensive system that values teamwork. However, one weakness for the team in recent seasons has been the absence of a dominant center who can protect the paint, secure rebounds, and balance the team. Kai fills exactly those gaps. His imposing height and game IQ are valuable attributes that could immediately impact the Warriors' performance. Additionally, his international experience facing different playing styles around the world makes him a strategic choice for a franchise looking to reinvent itself without sacrificing its competitiveness. The potential signing of Kai would be a low-risk, high-reward move. He has already demonstrated the ability to contribute on both ends of the court, whether with his defensive presence or his ability to finish around the basket. His evolving mid-range shot would also add a new dimension to the team's offense. Furthermore, his determined mindset and resilience in facing challenges are qualities that set him apart. He not only delivers strong performances under pressure, but also possesses the discipline necessary to continue growing as a player. This mindset is what separates talented athletes from true basketball stars. Warriors fans are excited about this possibility. They know that players with Kai's profile don't come around every day, and that he could be the key piece to bringing the team back to the top of the NBA. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like. It helps the channel grow and bring more content about the Golden State Warriors. And if you're not subscribed yet, subscribe now and hit the bell to not miss any updates. Thanks, and see you in the next video.